What's up, my self-reliant warriors? Rock D. Lee here. How often do we look for someone to blame when things go wrong? The government, the economy, Elon Musk, Trump, our boss, parents, even fate itself. Today's Stoic wisdom delivers a wake-up call, folks. Stop seeking scapegoats. Start taking responsibility. For June 5th, Epictetus gave us this blunt and powerful advice. We cry to God Almighty, how can we escape this agony? Fool, don't you have hands? Or could it be God forgot to give you a pair? Sit and pray your nose doesn't run. Or rather, sit and pray your nose doesn't run. Or rather, just wipe your nose and stop seeking a scapegoat. The Stoics understood that true empowerment came from focusing on what we can control rather than blaming external circumstances. The principle of personal responsibility over blame is powerfully embodied by, got a controversial one today, Michelle Obama. Throughout her life and career, she consistently emphasized taking action rather than complaining about circumstances. Growing up in Chicago's South Side with limited resources, she could have blamed her environment for limiting her opportunities. Instead, she focused on what she could control, her education and her work ethic, eventually attending Princeton and Harvard Law School. As First Lady, when faced with criticism and sometimes unfair attacks, she famously coined the phrase, "When they go low, we go high." That wasn't just a catchy slogan, but a philosophy refusing to blame others or become a victim of circumstances. In her memoir, Becoming, she writes about learning to use her voice effectively rather than complaining about not being heard. Her initiatives like Let's Move focused on practical solutions to childhood obesity rather than simply lamenting the problem. Obama consistently demonstrates the empowerment comes not from finding someone to blame, but from taking responsibility for creating the change. That was a slogan of that year too. So here's your challenge for today. Identify one situation in your life where you've been focusing on blame rather than responsibility. Now, ask yourself, what aspect of this situation is within my control? What's one action I could take today to address this issue rather than just complaining about it? Remember, blaming others might feel good momentarily, but it leaves you powerless. Taking responsibility, even for small actions, restores your agency. So that's your stoic responsibility for June 5th. Blow your own nose. Stop looking for scapegoats and start taking action. Praying to God to wipe your nose is going to help you. You have hands. God gave it to you. Take responsibility today, folks. Anyways, that's our lesson today. I hope you guys appreciate it. But it's all about what can you do, folks. You can complain until you turn blue, but it's not going to do anything. Taking action is ultimately going to do. You can pray. I was thinking about some seeds, and I was like, because I really went off the dome here. It was like you could pray for this plant to grow, or you could put some seeds in the ground and then water that thing, and then maybe you'll get a plant or a tree. Take action, folks. Anyways, until the next video, I'm your host, Rock D. Lee. Thanks for listening, and I hope you got inspired today.